First full day in Chicago. So last time I was here, I went to a gym called Quads, and it's a very cool old school bodybuilding gym, double layered and full of machines. So last night I was looking for a gym to go to, and the ones that I liked the look of weren't really close, and Quads was the closest one. So last time I was walking distance away, now I'm not, I'm staying in a different spot. So I just decided to go back to a place I know is going to be good. So went back to Quads today and I did my pull session. So back and arms. What a gym. Honestly, I didn't film like around the gym to show you because it was super busy this morning. Obviously it's a Saturday morning right now, so that's why everyone was there. Hopefully when I go back it'll be a little quieter and I'll be able to film some of the actual gym, show you what it's like in there. But what a gym. Smashed a back session today, had a great session. Used a few pieces that I don't use often. I have used before, but don't have them at my current gym. So it's good to try new stuff and stuff that you don't get to use all the time. And yeah, was very happy with how the session went. So we're gonna go through my back session and I will see you after it. Enjoy. All right, let's go. Back day. So first off, I'm starting with an exercise that Phil taught me when I trained with him in Miami. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this hammer strength machine is called, but it's obviously like a high to low lat pull down sort of thing. I'm clearly using a D handle, so I don't want to hold the handle as it's formed there. I want to do a neutral position. So holding the D handle, and you can't see from that side, but when I come to this side, you'll see a bit better of what I'm doing. So here, we're driving the elbow straight down to the leg. We don't want to drive it past our back. We just want to drive it straight down. When I'm sitting in the machine, I'm sitting more to the side that I'm working, so I'm not in the center, and I'm also crunching over a little bit when I pull down. So it actually took me a fair few goes to get all this movement right together, but once you get it, wow, you can feel it, and it's great exercise. So I warmed up with a plate each side until I got to 4 plates a side, and then I did 3 sets of 12. So I only filmed 2 of them, but I did 3 sets. I really like starting with this, and because you start with this, you hit the lower lat, you pre-exhaust it. When you do your other back movements, you're going to feel that in your lower lat a lot more because you're already tired there, you're already working there, and it's going to hit there a lot better. So yeah, I like this. This is one that I would suggest everyone give a go. It's hard to get it right to start with. You really have to start light and work up. But once you've got the movement down pat, it's a great exercise. So yeah, I would definitely suggest trying this one out, and you really feel it at the lower lat insertion right down near your hip. It's a great one to start with. So one of my new favorite exercises. On to another thing that Phil taught me. This cable row, again, D handle. Can't see as well from that side, but when I come to this arm, you'll be able to see a bit better. I'm trying to stay as upright as possible. I'm driving my elbow into my rib cage, and I'm not going past my body again. I'm just driving it in, crunching over, feeling that lower lat area again. And it's sort of hard to tell, but I'm trying to lean back when I extend my arm, and I'm trying to move forward when I do the row. So if that makes sense, it's counterintuitive to what you would do. So usually you're going to lean forward when your arm comes forward, but if you do the opposite, it actually feels way better. Again, this was hard to get right. I'm still not getting it right. I still need a lot of practice, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it, obviously. So this is another great one. Again, you sit to the side, you're working a bit more, you crunch over, and you drive that elbow back into your rib cage and pretty much finish where your body is. So you're not trying to roll it all the way back. You're just trying to dig it in and feel that lower lat. And as you can see from the back here, I'm crunching over a little bit on the side. I'm working. I'm also sitting a little bit that side. And yeah, again, great row movement, great single arm. And I would suggest give this one a go. It does take a lot to get it right. But again, start light and work up and it gets easy. So it's very hard to tell, but I am trying to lean back and then sit up forward when I do the row. You can sort of see that I'm doing that. It's subtle, but it's there, and it is very hard to get right. But once you've got it, I've said it already, you'll love it. So this is a good one. Also, I'm probably not going to do this one every single back session, but I just wanted to chuck it in and get some more practice into it, so when I do want to do it, I don't forget what I need to do. On to the next. So I've used this prime row machine a few times, many years ago, but my gym doesn't have it. So when I saw that Quads had it, I had to give it a go. So as you can see, it's got the 3 places to put the weights on the sides there. I just chuck it in the middle because that's where you get the most work. If you chuck it at the top or bottom, it's either the start or the end of the rep. The middle is obviously the majority of the rep, is where I stay as well. So just chuck the 4 plates on. It might not look like it, but I'm trying to keep my elbows as tucked in as possible, and you really feel it in your lat. Obviously, if you do the other handle sort of at the top and flare your elbows, you're going to feel it at the top of your back. But I was trying to hit my lats here and really drive the elbows back. So this was a great one. I did 2 heavy sets on this at 160. I got 12, and then I got 12 again, but I didn't like the last 2 reps, so I didn't sort of count them. They felt like they were cheating or they weren't full reps. So yeah, I just wrote down 10 for that one. And then I decided here to do a drop set. So took a plate off and did some more reps, and then I drop set it again, take another plate off and do some more reps. So I got 2 sets of 15 here. Again, trying to just keep the elbows in, drive the arms back as much as you can, feel it in your lower lat. And I felt it when my chest come up off the pad there. I felt it more in my lower lat. So I sort of was like arching my back a bit and doing the rep, and you felt it way more. So I tried to keep doing that. It was hard because you also want to try and keep your chest on the pad. But if you arch your back, lift your chest up just a little bit so your lower back is actually tensed, then you do the row, you feel it a lot more. So this was a great way to finish this off. Obviously, 30 reps in this drop set is going to fry you by the end here. I was cooked, but yeah, it felt great. And yeah, I really like this machine. A lot of people don't like Prime, but I'm a fan. Some of them aren't great, but this one I am a fan of. So on to the next now. Here we're doing a close grip cable pull down. So trying to bring that handle into the bottom of your chest. Elbows a little bit flared, and you feel it in the lat again really well. This is another thing that Phil taught me when I was with him and gave me some tips on. Great way to do this close grip. It's pretty much, you're nearly doing a row, and by the end you'll see that I'm turning it into a row. But here you're just trying to bring it to the bottom of your chest, feel it in the lower part of your lat again, and here another angle. You sort of see leaning back a bit at the same time. So leaning back, keeping the chest up, elbows out when you bring it handle down and hit your chest, and bring it down to below your chest. If you come up too high, you'll get a bit crunched up with your arms. So bringing it down just below, really good way to do this exercise, and I feel it a lot more. So I did 2 sets of 12 here, and then I dropped it down, and what I did was I kept this same weight, but I did a drop set and I changed position. So here is the original position I was doing, just with the lighter weight. I did 10 reps here, got into the point where it was starting to hurt, and then I stopped and I changed my body position and kept going, because I knew if I kept going at the first one, I wouldn't get any at the end. So here you see I lean back a little bit more, turning into more of a row. keep the same movement, bringing the handle down to your chest, elbows out. It's starting to get really hard now, obviously, because I haven't had a break yet. So just kept going with it, as many as I could. And then again, right down to nearly a row, as far back as I could get. Lats are on fire here, so pumped, could hardly get the reps out, but smashed out another 6. So I went 10, 8, 6 on these 3 little bits of the set, and there you go, I'm cooked. On to my last row movement. So I tried to use this machine like I would a T-bar row, kept my elbows out as much as I could, brought the seat down so it was more upper back, and just really rowing and shrugging with my upper back. Not trying to get any lat work in here, just all upper, and not trying to get the full elbows all the way back. You want it heavy enough that you can just get your elbows to pretty much next to you, and then you're going down. So you don't want to drive them past where your body is. This is a great machine. I loved how this felt. I did 3 sets of this, but only filmed the 2. I got 3 sets of 12 at 260 pounds. So was happy with this, how it finished off. Overall, great back session, and definitely keen to go back to quads and train something else. I decided to do a little bit of posing. Still haven't weighed myself in a while, so I'd be interested to know how much I'm weighing at the moment. But my wrist has gotten a little smaller because I'm doing another notch on my watch. That's when I usually know I've lost a bit of weight. So here's a couple of poses. Wanted to see how I was looking. Not too bad. Legs fairly lean. Upper body fairly lean too. For off-season, I'm in a good spot, I would say. I'm trying to keep as much weight as I can on this trip. So eating as much as I can and probably still losing weight. So anyway, when I get back to Australia, I'll be putting it all back on, and it won't take long, that's for sure. But yeah, nice little finish off to the session with a few little poses. Didn't mind how I looked, and that is that. Hope you enjoyed it. That was the session. So as I said before, it was supposed to be a full pull session with biceps at the end, but I went to do biceps, and I'm not sure if it was the pump or if my forearms are just sore for another reason, but I could not do 1 rep of a curl. I grabbed a dumbbell and tried that first. Couldn't even get 1 rep. My forearm was way too sore to do a rep. And then I tried an easy barbell. Same thing, could not do 1 rep. So decided not to try and do that and hurt myself even more, and just put it down and walked away. So no arms at the end of this session, unfortunately, but was a great back session. And yeah, I love quads, great gym, another gym that I could train at every single day. Didn't like how busy it was, but it is what it is. Like, it's a Saturday, it's going to be busy. I'm going to definitely go there again while I'm here. So hopefully during the week at that time, people are at work or it's just not as busy. We'll see. And like I said before, I'll show you around the gym a little bit. But yeah, great gym, always good there. And I will definitely be going back while I'm in Chicago. So that is that. My next session is legs. So I think it might be tomorrow, but it might not be. If it's not tomorrow, it will definitely be Monday. So in the next 2 days, there'll be a leg session, and then I'll definitely do a push session before I leave Chicago as well. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure how that's going to play out this week. We'll see. I'll definitely get those 2 sessions in before I leave, and then we'll go from there. I might even get another one in, because I know when I leave here and get to Vegas, there probably won't be any training happening, because Vegas and Olympia weekend is going to be crazy. But saying that, I might just be able to film some of the Olympia stuff. We'll see how it goes. I don't think you're allowed cameras in there at the shows and stuff, maybe the expo, but then it's super busy. We'll just see how things happen. But if I do get to train in Vegas, I'll definitely show you that. But for now, we'll see what happens. So that is that. And whether it's tomorrow or the next day, I'll see you for legs very soon.